back to another episode of Bodybuilding and Business. Hey, dude.
What's up, man?
Nothing, just chilling.
I was really going to interrupt that one, but I was like, I'm going to be a gentleman.
I've
let you take and lead
there's not
for
much
so long that...
interrupt.
Yeah, but it's the awkward silence of me just sitting there waiting for you to be done saying it.
I literally
gotta
said
say
the
something.
whole intro in like a second this time. I said it very fast.
You should say faster then.
That'd be even stranger.
Well,
You'd be like, why is he talking so fast? Is this in fast forward?
Maybe they think you're a twister.
They'd look at or Busta himself.
Or Busta.
Really fast words, that guy. The people are going to be expecting what we're talking about today because we obviously asked them for it.
Yeah.
But before we get into that,
We give the people what they want.
we tried to. Another bodybuilding show this weekend.
Yeah.
2 bodybuilding shows since the last time we talked about bodybuilding shows.
Yes.
We only talked about New York, right? We said Antonio looked good and he won.
Oh, here I am. You're talking about...
No, dude, you keep thinking about local shows.
Listen.
We don't give anyone shout outs on local shows.
I wasn't shouting anybody out. They just excite me because we're part of them.
Well, we are there.
You know?
Maybe one day we'll cover local shows. Like a broadcast.
I didn't mean to cover, but I thought you were just talking about, hey, like this is what we did.
We could. Do you want to talk about that?
No, it's too late now.
You can.
No,
Tell
it's
me
all right.
about it. Tell me how you felt about the local shows that happened. There was 2 so far. The 2 bigger spring shows occurred.
Illinois State.
Yep.
And the Shredded Cheddar Championship up in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Up in Waukesha.
Waukesha, dude. Is it Waukesha or Waukesha?
I'm assuming it's Waukesha. I could totally be wrong, though. Maybe it is Waukesha.
I don't really know. I think it's like Navajo
I was going to say, what are you going to say?
tribe type. You know what I mean? Like,
Almost got him, guys.
like, yeah, I don't really know their pronunciations. But anyways, these 2 are probably 2 of the biggest, I'd say.
They tend to be, yeah.
As of right now, opposed to maybe, Midwest Gladiator.
Well, they tend to be the 2 biggest spring shows.
Bigger
and then
spring shows,
the
100%,
The
yes.
2 bigger fall shows are the
Midwest Gladiator.
Midwest Gladiator and what do they call that one? Shredded Cheddar Projections.
Badger State.
Badger State.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, both amazing shows, ran very well, super smooth. A lot of good competition these last 2 shows. Since we're not getting anybody shout outs,
If you want to shout out.
No, you already said we don't do it, so I'm not going to break the rules. But no, I was up there with clients both shows.
Equally your podcast.
It was a really fun time. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we'll call them for pretty much.
We'll call them for what? Who are we calling?
Never mind.
All right. Well,
I don't want to break too many surprises.
we'll call.
There's things that you don't even know.
Thanks, dude. Way to make me feel important on my own.
I was talking about who actually competed
my
at these
own
shows and what
podcast.
future plans are for this year.
Yeah.
And I almost put other people's business out there. But basically, for a few people, it was definitely warm-ups for the season. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see what we can do. For example, one of the clients who just competed up in Wisconsin, we're competing again in Chattanooga in a week and a half.
I was going to say that. I was going to say what's next on the docket for you.
Yeah.
And I was hoping you would say
it's gonna be
Chattanooga.
It's going to be a fun season, man.
Chattanooga.
A lot of clients, a lot of travel.
Do you know what Chattanooga's famous for?
Chattanooga choo-choo train, man.
The choo-choo.
Yeah.
That's if there's one thing they're known for.
We used to
their choo-choo.
When I was younger, we used to drive to Florida, my family, and we'd drive through Chattanooga all the time.
Just to see the choo-choo.
I don't think we ever actually stopped to see it, but we'd see the signs everywhere and all of that.
I don't remember seeing the signs. We used to drive to Florida every year too, but definitely.
You probably slept through it.
No, not a big car sleeper.
No? Tennessee's actually pretty cool to drive through.
I might get this wrong, but much more mountainous than you would think it would be.
Yeah, the Smokies.
Yeah, much more mountainous.
Yeah.
Very cool to look at while you're driving through.
That's what I'm saying. It's really cool to drive through.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Anyways, there were some cool. There were some cool local shows.
Yeah.
Now let's talk big shows.
You're going to Chattanooga.
No, you pro shows.
I'm so funny, guys.
You're all right. Now you're annoying. Now you're annoying.
One step ahead.
Now you're annoying.
I might have strokes, but I'm always one step ahead.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, yeah. So, pro shows. There was the Cali Pro, which took place, I think, like 2 weeks after the New York Pro, which is the last one we talked about. So we're a little late on the Cali Pro. We just got a little distracted and missed it.
And then we had Toronto
didn't
Pro.
we talk about? No, we didn't.
We didn't. We talked New York Pro, and then that was it.
We talk a lot, so we might have talked about it in person.
I think
I don't
so.
remember if we talked about it on here. Cali Pro, super cool to see Ross win, just because he was like super excited. Maybe we did, right?
We did talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Pat had a stroke. So moving on to the Toronto Pro.
Yeah. Okay. So Tonio, if you didn't catch that episode, Tonio got second place. Sergio Oliva came back, looked super excited. We did talk about this.
Yeah, we did. That's what I'm saying. You're just repeating yourself. Want to restart the episode?
No.
And we're live.
And we're back.
Yeah, well, I'm changing it up.
This past weekend was the Toronto Pro.
Correct.
What'd you think?
Again,
Yep.
didn't watch it.
Nice.
Right? I just watched clips on Instagram and TikTok,
Bodybuilding coach of the year, guys.
Listen, man, I got shit to do.
I get it.
I was at my own client's competition.
Highlights
so
are still important. I get it. Actually, you weren't, because the show was on Sunday. So
I was doing emails.
no, you were at a dance recital for your daughters.
And doing emails, depending what time they went on. I did both. Regardless. I'm excited for Ian. I think that Ian looked incredible. I think it was well deserved.
Yep.
And I'm excited to see what he does this year, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's been a bunch of like internet talk about
Of course.
shows and how people looked, and certain pictures don't look flattering and this and that. And then you've got other people commenting on the comments about the shows, and you guys don't know what you're talking about. You're not a judge. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's also true too. But just, guys, it's a subjective sport.
The judges chose who they felt was the better bodybuilder that day.
Yes.
End of story.
Just because you saw pictures and you thought that somebody else looked good, no one's denying that.
Correct.
The other guys that placed second, third, fourth, of course, looked
They
great.
still looked
deserve
amazing.
to
They
look-
are second place on a pro stage.
Yes, they deserve to get second, third, and fourth. They looked amazing. There's just levels to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, mind your P's and Q's about stuff like that. Just appreciate the art you're seeing on stage. Appreciate the sport of it. Appreciate what you're seeing up there.
Do you think that Ian will be able to break into the top 5?
I don't know.
Who would your top 5 be as of now?
You're asking me this in
I'm just throwing it out there,
June.
dude.
Half the shows haven't even happened yet.
I'm just saying, like, who do you think he has made a lot of improvements?
Yeah.
Who do you think his biggest competition would be in keeping him out of that top 5?
Well,
Obviously, we know.
You know the hottie Derek Nick.
100%.
I'm gonna assume Samson's now in that same mix.
Samson's going to make top 5.
With the 4 of them. I'm assuming Samson's leapfrogging both Rami and Brandon. I'm almost not even.
I'm not even seeing Rami making top 5.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like Brandon and Rami might make a push to be up there still, because they're both former Mr. Olympias. That's if Rami even does the show. I guess he was asked recently and he didn't answer, saying will he do 23 or 24, something like that. And he didn't give an answer. So maybe he won't even do the show. I don't know. I'm taking Samson to leapfrog them, and that be your top 4. And then it's going to be real tight between Hunter, Andrew Jack. Hunter, Andrew Jack, and who else placed in that 6th through 8th? Samson was 6th. Andrew Jack was 7th. Hunter was 8th.
Yeah.
Who was 9th? There's somebody. William. I kind of see
Mr.
William.
Puna.
I see William right now falling into the category with Brandon and Rami, and kind of falling back. And if Ian is on, I see Ian in the hunt for 5, 6, 7 again with.
Dude, I'd feel so bad for him if he got 7 again.
I wouldn't, because of how good those bodybuilders are. I think it validates.
I think that especially him and the way
Yes.
that he views things, he'd be able to justify it.
Obviously, I think he would want to be a top 5 Olympian one day.
I'm just
But
saying, how many
I
times
think-
can you take 7th? You know what I mean?
I know, but that's also a tip in the cap too.
Yeah.
Against some really good bodybuilders, he's right up there with them, because take what I say with a grain of salt. He's not the most genetically blessed out of that group of guys. Obviously, he is genetically blessed to be able to be a professional bodybuilder, but like structurally, standing next to a Derek, next to a Samson, like he does not have that same pretty type of physique. Obviously, he has great genetics to be a bodybuilder, but not the same structure as some of those other guys. I would think that would be a win. I think maybe he can duke it out with Hunter. I think Andrew's hard. Andrew's got such
I
a
love
whack.
Hunter and I love Ian. But I think that if it's one person who's for sure keeping him out of that top 5, it's fucking Hunter.
Over Andrew?
Huh? Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Andrew looked pretty good at the Arnold.
Maybe it's subjective because I love Hunter.
Yeah.
But I think that Hunter is going to nail it this year.
I hope so.
And
yeah, no, I agree. I really hope so too.
that's it.
And then let's pull for Justin Shire to finish 10th. First Olympia. That'd be dope.
That'd be sick as fuck.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I don't see it happening.
We'll see what he does in Chicago.
That would be sick.
I really wish the Chicago Pro wasn't the weekend that it was, because then I'd want to go see.
Yeah, tough.
That's a tough weekend.
Tough weekend, dude.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right. That was enough professional bodybuilding talk for right now. Let's get into this fun little Q&A. We haven't done this in exactly 10 weeks, 2.5 months.
So it's been a while. So
It's probably been longer
Let's do
than
it.
that because we like, how we do the episodes and stuff sometimes.
yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah,
Call it 11 weeks to be safe. Give one for a kicker.
sure. Basically 3 months. Buffer?
Sure.
Yeah, give it a kicker.
Yeah.
Come on
On the kick drum. All right, man. I'm going to go right into it because I think we're both having strokes. So
I haven't stroked yet.
debatable. What are the benefits of a PPL compared to a bro split? For those who are unaware of what a PPL stands for, this person is asking, what are the benefits of doing a push-pull leg split compared to a bro split?
Not to be confused with penny pinching librarians.
Yes.
Frequency.
Bingo. So a bro split typically is a 5 to 6 day a week split where you're pretty much hitting a single muscle group once a week.
Yep.
Push-pull legs, or PPL, whatever you want to call it. As Patrick said, it is frequency. You are most likely, there's different ways to set it up, but most likely the point of it is to pretty much hit every muscle group about 2 times per week.
You might not get the same volume in each session.
Yes, like one of your push days might be focusing more on chest, one might be more on delts.
Which one's asking for the benefit?
It just said, what are the benefits of a PPL compared to a bro split? So there is no benefit.
No, it is. It's frequency.
The benefit is frequency, but it doesn't. When I'm hearing what is the benefit, it's like him or her are assuming that it is better to do a PPL over a bro split. There's a lot that comes into play here to say what is going to be more efficient for you.
Right, but they're not asking what's efficient. They're just saying what's the benefit of PPL over bro. The only benefit I think PPL has over bro is frequency.
Correct.
That's it.
But to push that further, though, that doesn't mean that it's going to benefit you. If you're not recovering properly, if you're not sleeping right, you're not eating right, you're not doing enough to actually fuel and recover from a PPL, then guess what? You're probably not going to benefit more.
Yeah, but yes. But you're just more so confirming the argument that the bro split is better. The question itself is just what is the only benefit, or what is the benefit of PPL over bro? And it's frequency.
But it's because I'm reading it as assuming they're saying, hey, I think PPL is better because I see people doing it.
I think it's just plain what are the benefits over? And it's only one
benefit would be frequency.
And it's frequency. That's it. So you could do it and not recover, and that's your own loss, but you still do get more frequency.
Correct.
Done.
Yeah, fair enough.
We're not saying one's better than the other. We're just answering this question and saying you get more frequency with push-pull legs.
Bingo.
Next.
That was that one.
These are so hard sometimes. You gotta play.
Is your gym intimidating, or is it for average guys?
Oh, I wonder if this is an average guy.
Average Joe's gym.
No. I think you might assume so because the majority of people that post at the gym happen to be bodybuilders or more competitive athletes. However, if you came to the warehouse gym and spoke with anyone, including Greg or myself, you would realize that there's a really good community of people there, and you'd have no reason to be intimidated. I could understand from an outsider looking in, seeing bodybuilders being there. If you're an average guy, right, as we said? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're an average guy, I could see why that might be intimidating, but I can assure you that everyone there could care less about if you're average, above average, below average. They're just there to do their work.
The idea of the gym, the warehouse gym, is, again, we're pretty much a referral-based gym. So the only people really coming in and out of it are people who know somebody who's already there, who is already part of the community. And the idea is to keep it that way because of the fact that we want it to be a more serious atmosphere, right? We don't want it to turn into a big box gym vibe where, there's 500 people in there at a time and people are just leisurely doing their thing. So I think, as Patrick said, is people get the idea that it is intimidating because it's all concrete flooring and, warehouse-ish, right? Because it's in a warehouse, obviously. Loud music, all metal weights. People get the idea that it's intimidating. And like he said, it's majority bodybuilders or people with the focus of becoming a bodybuilder who are there. But because of that, that doesn't mean that not anyone else can be a part of the gym, right? If you're someone who is serious about your training and you're there to not work out with 10 of your friends and just have a social party in the middle of the gym, we would like for you to be a part of the community, but that's why we don't advertise. Is if you just start advertising and pushing for members, you're going to get anybody in there and it's going to change the morale. So it's not that it's intimidating, but it's people who are more serious about it. But there's many people, guys or girls, who are not bodybuilders, who, are the nicest people in the world, who they're really focused on what they're doing there. So if you walk in and you're an average Joe, as this person referenced, or average guy, and you're not, some 240 pound meathead, they're not going to care that you are there. They're not going to be bothered by any means. They're going to keep their headphones on and they're going to keep training. And if you say hi to them, they're going to say hi to you. And if you ask questions, they're going to help you out. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Some may be intimidated by the idea, but once you are there, we've never had someone walk in and be like, this is not for me.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable here. Everyone's mean.
Yeah, think about some of our clients, right? So, Pat and I have one-on-one in-person clients that train out of my gym that are, 50 years old, 60 years old, 40 years old, who
in shape, out of shape,
not bodybuilders,
all different walks
lifestyle
of life.
clients, you know what I mean? And they're around these people all the time and they keep coming back, paying top dollar because they are not intimidated to be there.
Yep.
It's a very welcoming community, just as long as you follow the rules.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's about it. So come on by. Don't come on by.
Yeah, don't. Send me an email.
Send
the big boss, Michelle at gvlfitness.com, an email and ask about it. All right. Who is your shoe guy?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
That's like
moving on.
That's like asking a woman.
That's like people asking me for my pizza recipes.
That's like asking a woman what her age is.
Yeah.
You don't ask that.
No.
That's private information.
All right, Pat. Take it in the ass and no one knows, or don't take it in the ass, but everyone thinks you did.
The age-old question. Obviously, I'd prefer not to. But then everyone knows. Or thinks. Everyone thinks. Do I care if people think that much?
I don't know. Do you?
That's what I'm asking myself. That was like rhetorical. I'd really prefer not to.
Is that your answer?
I think so.
All right.
What's yours?
I'm going to take it, dude.
Good for you, dude.
I'm going to take it, dude.
Good for you.
No one knows. It's done. Fucking sealed the deal. Doctor's going to do it one day anyway. Maybe not fully.
I don't think those are the same things at all.
The way I see it is this: don't really care what people think, but care what my kids think, right? They're gonna be like, wait a minute, so you slept with someone else, but you got mom right here?
I mean, how far is this going?
I'm just saying, dude. I mean, everyone thinks you did. I'm thinking that's going on forever.
Yeah, but what thing does
Not like I'm at one party and everyone thinks I did it and I leave and it's done. It's following you forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I guess that just seems like really extreme.
Like I'm a good looking guy. So I'm saying whoever's doing it, this is going to be like a 10 to 30 second ordeal anyway, right? Get it over with.
I just feel like that's all of a sudden really, really extreme. Your daughter's finding out about it.
Well, listen, dude, if you're like, hey, Greg, like I heard you got in the ass last night, I'd be like, bro, don't really give a fuck what you think. No, I didn't, but cool, right? But if my kids go to school and they're like, hey, like we heard your dad was, getting in the ass.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Then
by,
I'm like,
that's
whoa,
kind of wild.
dude.
What do they mean? The whole world? Does it get news broadcast?
Maybe it does. Maybe you turn pro and they're like, hey, listen, look at Kai Green. You know what I mean?
Yeah, grapefruits.
Fucking grapefruit. Dude, I can't even eat one now.
I don't think I ever had one anyway, so I'm not.
They're not that good. They're not really flavorful. The only way they're good is if you load them with sugar and then it's not even, it defeats the purpose.
Yeah, not really looking forward to.
Yeah, so are you changing your answer or no?
I think I'm going to stick with it.
I'm good, dude. I think I'll still take it.
All right.
Protect my name. Protect the fam.
Protect my name.
You know what I mean?
I don't have a family yet.
Put some respect on my name. And dude, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. Michelle don't give a fuck. She'll be like, all right, dude, let's go to bed and wake up tomorrow. Nothing never happened. We're good to go. Done.
I mean, I'm comfortable with my sexuality too.
That doesn't sound like it, dude.
I just don't think I want it.
Doesn't sound like it. I didn't say I want it, dude.
That's kind of what it sounds like. When you say I'm comfortable,
I'm gonna skip the next one because it's pretty much the same topic, just different parts of the body. So, all right, Pat, I'm gonna let you answer this one, dude. Thoughts on this cycle? 1 gram of Tren and 2 grams of Test and 1 gram of Deca. The other part is a joke, and I'm gonna leave it out. But I think the whole thing's a joke.
Yeah, should I read the second part of it?
Nah, I don't really know if you should, dude.
Oh,
they're trying to be funny, and it's kind of stupid.
Thoughts on that cycle?
Idiot.
Stop.
Why?
If someone heard that and they go, yeah, I want to hear their thoughts on that. I've tried that. Don't.
Yeah, don't do that. So
don't do that.
Thoughts on that cycle, even though I'm assuming based on the second half that it's a joke, don't do that.
Just for those listening, and maybe we'll have further episodes going more in depth on different drugs. But for those of you that heard that question, and even if you don't know the anabolics that are being spoken of, if you heard 1 gram, 2 grams, and 1 gram, I'm probably going to disagree with anything of 4 grams.
That's where we might differ.
And it's fine that you and I differ, but just as a rule of thumb, guys, 4 grams is a lot.
You do not need. There are scenarios where some people can push it, some people.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But
in most scenarios, nobody needs 4 grams of gear.
Yeah.
Especially 2 grams of 19 Nors.
Right.
Especially, I mean, Tren alone, being the beast that it is. Yeah. If they're talking trinethate, no one needs to go more than 400 milligrams. So you're talking more than double what anybody's max effective dosage really should be.
Yeah, that's just the numbers. Again, we're not even talking about the specific drugs themselves. That's just the numbers alone on there are really high.
We're not even talking about the amounts of prolactin issues that are going to happen from this.
Let's just say no.
All right, yeah, so that's a no. All right. I hate this fucking app. So that was there. These are done. Okay.
Are you going up or down?
Do you have a lot of female clients? Well, we're both different people, so go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all they wanted to know?
That's it.
Do you have a lot of female clients?
I have a lot of female lifestyle or one-on-one clients, online coaching. As far as competitive, I do not really take new online or new coaching clients on for different reasons. But that does not mean that I am opposed to if the situation is perfect. Like I have 2.5 girls because one's out. Okay. Well, let's just say I have 3 girls that I work with pretty much year round, whether they're focusing on bodybuilding or just lifestyle or whatever the situation is. And I have no issue working with them. And they're like, hey, I'm ready. I want to prep this year. I want to go for it again, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Wouldn't even second guess it. Let's fucking ride, right? The situation would have to be very ideal and very perfect for someone to email me and be like, hey, listen, like, I want to do a figure competition, blah, blah, blah. This is what I've done so far. This is my plan,
right.
Whatever. And I have a lot of reasonings for it. One being that I truly don't like where this sport has gone with girls and drugs and what every girl feels they need to do. And just what's happening to a lot of their bodies. It's just not for me. Yeah. So, and to be honest, in the competitive aspect,
it's not as fun for you.
It's not really as much of a passion. If I truly love you and I have a passion for you and stuff like that, okay, different story. Like,
right.
Someone like the 3 girls that I work with right now, I have known for years, started as lifestyle clients, and
you already have a connection.
We have a connection, and I want nothing but to see them succeed in whatever that their goal is. Right.
Yeah.
But from just experience, not to sound sexist by any means, but the majority of girls that I have worked with since I started actually prepping girls in, I think, 2013, majority were doing it for the wrong reasons. And it just became a point where too much was needed for me in order to get them into a good place and get them to where they wanted to be, right?
Yep.
Where it was taking from not just my other bodybuilder clients, right? But my in-person clients and stuff like that. So to me, it wasn't worth it,
Yeah.
But it's not to say that I wouldn't do it, but I need to really, really, really make sure that their head is in the right place and that they have a very good mindset and are healthy already and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. What's the must-have supplements in your fitness journey?
Wow, must-have.
Are they talking?
Yeah. What are we? Gear, or are we talking?
If we're talking
supplements?
gear, the simple answer is testosterone.
Yeah, we've already answered that a lot of times.
Yeah.
We had a whole episode. Test is
Shouldn't
king.
be touching anything unless you're on testosterone because test is king.
Yeah.
If we're talking over-the-counter supplementation, okay. Again, a lot of variables that come into play, but I guess if you're
If you were
saying,
telling me
hey,
I'm going to Elite Sports Nutrition to pick up my supplements,
brand new client, you have to recommend one supplement for them to take. Hey, I think this is something that everybody should be on.
I don't think.
Do you have an answer?
No, I don't think I would do that at all.
I think that's what they're saying. Like, hey, like
That's kinda silly.
best supplement that everybody should be on.
I mean, it's kind of silly. I think there are some supplements that I will give to clients who I can tell are going to be, let's use dedicated as a lack of words. That if I know a client is going to start putting the work in and they're going to follow their diet, follow their training, and then they ask for help with supplementation, then I have no problem saying, yeah, maybe we will utilize a creatine or a fish oil there's not a laundry list though of supplements I'm going to give somebody. And I'm not even counting protein in that because to me, protein is a food.
And that's what I was going to say. If I have to give one supplement, it's going to be protein because for majority of our clients to actually hit their protein intake from whole food sources, it's very, very challenging. And but if you're not including that as a supplement,
I consider it as a food.
What Pat is trying to say then is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I'm getting out of what you're saying is, if they're not doing everything else they're supposed to be doing,
if you're not
going and spending the money on a supplement is not going to benefit us anyways.
Right.
So
supplements are made to supplement your diet. They're dietary supplements. So they are to aid the diet you're already eating. If you are not eating eating a proper diet, then why do you need a dietary supplement?
Yep.
So if
you're wasting your money.
If you're eating 2 good meals a day and then dicking off and having 2 whatever meals you want for a day, it's like, is the fish oil you're taking really going to do anything for you?
Nope.
Probably not. Like, why put your money towards it? Is the creatine or the pre-workout or whatever you want? Again, there's a cause, not a cause. There's a time and a place for all of those supplements. They were obviously created for a reason, right? They all serve a purpose. But unless you're doing everything that you need to be doing in the first place, none of them will do anything.
All of these things are basically to give you that extra 1%, 2%, 3%, right?
Right.
To make what you're doing more efficient. But if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're just throwing money away.
Yeah.
Learn how to properly train, learn how to properly eat, and then not only will you be able to get the benefit out of your supplements, but now you'll know your body a little bit more. You'll actually be able to tell if you're getting any benefit out of the supplement.
True dat. You know what's really cool about like little things like with the supplements? Like you can take a pre-workout and it can help you get a pump while you're in the gym and you can feel really good in that moment. Or you could eat properly and go get a pump in the gym without one of those supplements.
Who would have thought?
And then you know what it feels like to have a pump due to proper nutrition. Then imagine,
You add a pre-workout on top of that.
and you can even build on that rather than using the pre-workout as a crutch in order to get this thing. And then when you don't use it, you're like, oh, I feel like trash all the time. It's like, well, no, you can still get a pump without a pre-workout or a pump supplement. Those two are not, you don't have to take a pre-workout or pump product in order to get a pump. Yeah. You can get a pump.
I have gotten many pumps in the last 2 years, and I have not utilized one pre-workout.
It's amazing.
You rarely use a pre-workout, and when you do, there are non-stim pre-workouts. And guess what?
Yeah.
You're energized. You make it through your entire workout. You make it through your entire cardio session.
Crazy.
You have a pump. You feel good.
Yeah. We might use something at the very end of a prep to just help with like caffeine or help with a little help. And honestly,
But
most
at
of
that
the time,
point, you're pulling fuel away.
yeah, and most of the time it's placebo anyway. It just makes me feel good that I'm drinking something before I work out. Like gives you a little mental clarity before you go and do
Moment
the
of
thing,
clarity.
you know? But no, none of them are absolutely necessary. There is a list of supplements that I do recommend to certain clients to use because I think it can help them. But I'm definitely not just giving any one to anybody just because. There's no introductory email that goes out from me with everyone's diet and training. And there's, bam, this
You
supplement.
have to take this.
Yeah, go buy this. Nope. I have majority of my clients that use protein powder. Again, I know I said I'm not counting protein powder. But a majority of my clients do use protein powder in their diet. Some of them do not.
Yeah.
And they eat their protein from whole food. And they hit their goals. And that's that. And they don't get it. They don't use any supplements. None of them are really needed.
Yeah, I try and stay away from giving any supplementation, as we've already said, until they know how to follow the diet. And then even at that point, though, until it's needed, I try and keep it out just because of the fact that what are a lot of the reasons why people fall off of a plan, right? It's too complicated, right? Now, not only are they worried about prepping their meals, the cost of prepping their meals, their cost of paying for training or coaching or whatever it is, their membership, the blah, 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 blah. They don't have time for this.
No,
now they got to spend $200 a month on supplements, and then they got to remember to take them. And it's another reason to, I forgot this and I fucked up today. And it's just an easier way to fall off, you know?
Yeah,
so until someone is really fine tuned, I kind of just try and avoid it at all costs.
Supplement companies are businesses.
Yep.
And I will speak from experience. I fell into this all the time too when I first started working out. I wanted to buy and try every supplement on the market. And when you take a step back and go, oh, these people are just telling me this works because it makes them more money and it doesn't really benefit me, then you'll kind of realize, oh, I should just put my money into food and good food and eat really, really well.
Good food will go way further than good supplements.
And train hard, and it'll all work itself out.
Yeah. All right.
Man, sometimes you think people are going to hate us because we don't just answer the question.
Maybe, but I think that if we just answered, they'd be like, well, why didn't they elaborate?
All right, well then, shotgun answer. If you were going to tell somebody one, they're like, I have a gift card. Someone gave me a gift card for my birthday, supplement store. What do I get? Go.
Horny goat weed.
Nice, dude. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, what is that?
Wow, dude.
Goat weed? Horny?
Wait, this is for the goats?
If
I had one
voucher, free product.
How much?
It's a voucher. It's a free product.
Oh, free
it's not
product?
a gift card of a certain amount. It's just you get to go in the store and get one product. Probably do creatine. Creatine monohydrate.
I was gonna say either creatine. Creatine.
Yeah, me too. Creatine monohydrate. Don't fall for any of the fancy BS
or glutamine.
New strands of glutamine's a good one too.
Yeah,
that is up there. But again,
I really still want to say protein because I'm thinking guys and bodybuilders, and there's no way you're eating 200 plus 300 when you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
remind me to talk to you about 200 plus
Deal.
Remind me to talk about food after we get off the air.
Okay. But yeah, I think glutamine, not for recovery as most think, but more so as a gut health supplement.
Well, still recovery.
Yeah.
Recovery of the gut as opposed to recovery of the muscle.
Everyone thinks, oh, if I take this post-workout, like I'm just going to recover faster, grow muscle. Like, no.
Not exactly.
But yeah, I think creatine and glutamine are a very good one. Again, not necessities though.
Yep.
All right.
But there's your answer if you were wondering.
Yeah. Best topping on pizza.
Well, it's scientifically proven that it's sausage and green peppers, obviously. There's been studies on this.
I'm going to say sausage minus the green peppers, but
I think
at least we have an agreement here. All right. So it says best topping. So
that's tough.
do you either have to lose the green pepper or you have to lose the sausage? Which one are you keeping?
I'm keeping sausage.
So there you go. So sausage is the answer.
Come on.
All right, moving on, dude. That was fucking easy, dude.
Oh, hold on. I would love to talk about pizza some more.
Okay, go ahead.
Fast question.
Well, dude, you said they don't want us to elaborate.
They don't want us to elaborate. I don't know. I feel like I need another pizza question. It was too fast. It was too short-lived.
All right, so let's say you...
No, it's okay. We won't try to.
Well, I was going to say...
Let's not try and create.
But now
one.
I'm curious.
It should be natural.
Now I'm curious, though. Let's
be honest, though. If anyone was to if I had restrictions on my toppings, like you just said, like single ingredient, I think I'm just going like margarita. I'm getting a cheese pizza then. If I'm being told you have to restrict toppings, I'd just be like, well, then fine. Give me margarita.
All right. Fair.
What about you? You would still order a sausage or a pepperoni.
You're saying so if you couldn't get green peppers on the sausage, you would just get...
Yeah, like if for some reason they were like, no, like you can only get one. I might just be like, okay, well then I'll just get cheese.
If I could just get one?
Yeah.
I just said sausage.
Okay. Oh, no, that's what I was asking though. I might change. Like,
I love like a sausage pepperoni, right? But it also depends on what kind of style pizza I'm eating.
Yeah, and it depends
if I'm
on what
talking
kind of
like a
mood I'm in.
Chicago tavern style, it's like a sausage or sausage pepperoni, right?
I was going to say a Meat Lover's Tavern style is a great pizza.
Amazing.
Right?
Right.
But I don't want that on...
But if I'm getting like Napolitan style, like guess what? I don't want it to be heavy.
No.
Right? So I'm probably going a single ingredient. It might even be not sausage, dude. It might be something a little bit lighter. It might be margarita. It might be just pepperoni. Maybe a little bit of, extra virgin olive oil sprinkled on the top. That's about it, man.
Dude, a fire roasted red pepper on a Napolitan style pizza would probably be really good too.
Or some Calabrian chili peppers, dude.
That's easy, dude. I would do that, no problem.
So that's what I'm saying. Style of pizza is going to make a big difference for me.
Like a Detroit too, I could go meat.
Detroit, I'm going.
I could be like, yeah, throw it.
It's got to have meat.
Canadian bacon, even.
I'm not a ham guy.
No, but
I'll do American
bacon. It just
bacon.
needs a little bit of like this. It's not much.
A little bit like
Listen,
this.
because you're going more for the. You're going more for the.
I'm gonna fuck with this Penelope, dude.
More for the sausage and the pepperoni, and then you just get that little extra kick in there.
Do you like pepperoni?
If it's on a Meat Lover pizza. Okay. I don't think I'd ever order just a pepperoni pizza.
I really like pepperoni, especially on Detroit. But anyways. All right. What's the worst thing that anyone has ever done at GVL? Can I explain something to them?
That it's not called GVL?
So Patrick is wearing a GVL shirt, okay? Which is great. I appreciate the support. Love. GVL Fitness is me, right?
As a whole.
Yes. Multiple years ago, the gym was GVL because it was pretty much just me out of the gym, right? And it was me and my clients, and it really wasn't a member-based gym. It was me and my clients. My clients had some memberships there, and that was it. Later on, we opened up to a full membership-based gym, okay, where other trainers work out of there, like Patrick runs his business there, okay? P-Fit.
That's me.
So GVL Fitness is my training name. That is what all of my clients refer to me as. That's who they email. That's their GVL Fitness.
Could be because it's on the wall too, though.
Yeah, we'll see with that wall. If I peel that off,
no, I get it.
I gotta paint that whole wall. So it's a work in progress, right?
I did actually get asked a question about this. So once you finish, I got a second question to follow up with that.
But Michelle had the idea a couple years ago because there was confusion, right? Like, hey, let's just change the name. Like, you are GVL, but the gym is the Warehouse Gym.
Yep.
So the gym is called the Warehouse Gym, where GVL Fitness, myself, run my training business out of. Patrick Paparella, P-Fit, okay, runs his business out of, okay? But the gym is not GVL. But we'll have you tell me your question, but real quick, I'm going to answer their question.
Yeah, do it.
So what's the weirdest thing that's anyone has ever done at the warehouse gym? A lot of weird shit, I guess. But I guess it's more like little annoying things where like people sometimes not respecting things and we got to put them into place, you know? Yeah. But I guess the weirdest thing,
somehow at nighttime, these rubber bands just go on the equipment randomly.
That'd be the weirdest thing.
So weird how that happens.
Yeah. They put these bands always on the hack squat.
It just shows up out of nowhere.
Don't get it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Mystery. Other than that, though, someone spilled some real sticky shit in the posing room the other day. Didn't say anything. Didn't even attempt to clean it. And didn't even shoot me a text. That's the weird shit that I don't like is...
And I'll take this moment to give out a public service announcement for all of you that are members at the warehouse gym.
Yeah, PSA.
It's posted all over the gym, and even though it doesn't need to be, clean up after yourself.
Yeah. I am not your fucking mommy. But for the right price, I'll be your daddy.
Be a decent human. If you use a piece of equipment, if you use the bathroom, if you use the locker room, I'll go off so you don't have to on this one because you're a nice guy. The amount of times I come in the gym at 4:50 in the morning and there's protein powder on Greg's desk. Greg doesn't use protein powder. So guess what? One of you dickheads is leaving protein powder on his desk. And it makes me mad. Matt. I get angry when I walk in because I know that you didn't leave protein powder on the desk.
Bro, I don't leave any powder on my desk.
No. How would you like it if I came to your house and left a mess at your house? Well, I came to your desk.
You know, you bring up a very sorry for knee touching,
dude. It's okay, dude.
I just got big fucking legs. I've been fucking pounding them, dude.
Good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I got hit them tomorrow. I skipped yesterday.
It's like me going to your house, walking in,
sleeping with my wife.
Yep. Going to your desk, making a concoction, and then just walking away and leaving it. Be like, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Do you go to Lifetime Fitness and go to their desk and go behind the counter and go, hey, guys, and start making a pre-workout?
And that is a valid point. That's what I think one of the worst things anyone has ever done is because it's a smaller private gym, everyone in there pretty much knows each other, has some sort of connection one way or another, right? For the most part, at least. I feel like people think that it's their home, and I'm happy that you guys feel comfortable there, right? But that is still my place of business. You run your business out of there, right?
Does it say weirdest or worst?
Worst.
Okay.
So that's probably the worst thing is people coming in there and blatantly disrespecting me when I am opening up my home to them. Coming in, leaving shit on my desk, right? Fucking shit up and not telling me, you know, not cleaning up after themselves. It happens rarely, but I have caught people sneaking people in at night, things like that. Like, that is my business. That's how I feed my family. That's how I keep a roof over my head. If I am allowing you to be there, and believe me, I don't need your membership fee, right? Like, if I catch people doing this shit, a lot of times I'm not there when a lot of it's happening, right?
Right.
It'd probably be as simple as, hey, listen, like, catch you doing that shit again, you're fucking gone, right?
Yep.
But it's the fact that people want to say it's their home, yet there's a handful of people who don't treat it like their home.
Yep. They don't.
No.
There's more than a handful. And I know who all of you are.
Yeah, he's there later. I'm not.
It drives me nuts when I see stuff like that happen. It drives me nuts when I walk in the gym and someone's sitting at Greg's desk.
Yep.
It's not your desk. You don't get to sit there.
If I catch you sitting at my desk, that's when we will have problems. Would you walk into Lifetime, Export, LA, fucking Vasa, or any of these places and just go sit behind the desk? Or go and turn their music off and turn something else on that you want or do whatever? Like, who the fuck are you?
Turning the music down at not your gym.
Yeah.
Walking in and be like, oh, this is a little loud. Let me turn the music down.
Don't care. Put your own headphones on.
Changing the TV.
Nope.
Not your gym.
Nope. And guys, we're talking pretty harshly right now. The gym is a great place and we all love it. And that's why it is still what it is. But if you're asking what the worst things are, those to me are the most disrespectful things.
We love all of them.
There's a lot more greats than there are bad.
I think most of you know, if you do talk to Greg and I, that we do love all of the members there. We take the time to, I get caught up not going home and not feeding my dogs because I get caught up talking to everybody, seeing how their day was, what they've been up to, how their training's going, whatever, right? Because we do care about all of the members there because it is such a good group of people.
Yeah.
But it drives me nuts that there are such a good group of people and it still gets forgotten sometimes.
And some people still take advantage of how nice that I am.
Yeah. So I'm not that nice. So if I see it, I'll come after you.
Well, you just said you know who all of them are, and you haven't really outed them all to me yet, and you obviously haven't come after them. So you now have my permission to either shank them.
Most of the time I go after, I tell them if they're doing something wrong. Doesn't mean I have to tell you that they were doing something wrong. I just
I appreciate that even more.
Snip it in the bud.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways.
Next question.
Based on your nutrition discussions, is it possible to eat a prescribed meal plan daily while also enjoying 2 to 3 meals a week off plan as well? No goal in particular, just making healthy decisions. No.
This is such a weird question.
So the answer is no, but the answer is yes.
Hold on. And I'm not poking fun or poking holes in the question, but I'm going to poke holes in this question because it's asking, is it possible to have 2 to 3 off meal plans a week, have no goals in mind? Well, then
why are you on a plan?
Why are you on a plan if there's no goals in mind? What are you working towards? You could have all of your meals off plan if there's no goal in mind. Have your entire meal plan be McDonald's. But you know
they said just making healthy decisions. So they're trying to be health conscious.
If your goal is to just be health conscious, right? Here's now a perfect example where like maybe you could follow a macro-based diet, but you're following whole food options in each and every meal, and you could live a healthy life.
Yes.
That's not an issue.
You're still going to be healthy. Is it going to be the most ideal way to hit a weight loss goal or a muscle building goal? No, because as we talked about in one of the last episodes, too much variable change, hard to figure out where things are working and not working. But as far as being healthy, not a bad idea. If you're having a prescribed meal plan, though, okay?
Yes.
I'm assuming a coach prescribed that to you.
Yep.
So if the goal is just health, and the coach is like, hey, you're still healthy, and checks your blood work every fucking 3 to 6 months, you know what I mean? Like, then yeah, you can do that. If your off-plan meal is still healthy, if it's like, hey, this isn't what Pat wrote for me, but I'm going to go, he had ground turkey, jasmine rice, and asparagus in a plan for me, but I'm going to go and I'm going to have grilled sea bass and Brussels sprouts and whatever, fucking diced sweet potato, sure.
To not get into too specifics, like Greg was just explaining, if you had 2 off-plan meals that were health-conscious meals still, then sure, you are still achieving your goal of being health conscious. If you said, I follow a meal plan all week and then I have 2 to 3 entire pizzas to myself, then no, you are not.
And even not as extreme as entire pizzas, right? Great point, right? But let's say you're eating perfectly, because everyone knows an entire pizza is a binge, right?
Yeah.
If you're eating perfectly what's on your prescribed meal plan, and then one night you go out to Portillo's and you get a hot dog, fries, and a fucking piece of cake. And then 2 days later, you go and you get 9-inch personal pizza Lumalnati's, right? And then 2 days after that, you go and you get brunch with your friends and you get a bunch of French toast.
A mimosa.
Fucking a mimosa. Yeah, a bunch of shit, right? And each one of these meals is pretty much 1,000 calories plus.
Well, you just ate an extra 1,000 calories that week, or 3,000 calories that week, which is almost a pound of fat.
So no, it's not healthy.
You weren't being health conscious. That was not a healthy decision.
Yep.
So, no, but
yes.
If you're talking about making healthy decisions, and on a Wednesday night you made turkey burgers, and then on a Sunday night you had a steak and potato dinner instead, like then sure, yeah, you're still making healthy decisions.
Yes.
But that's why, again, there's so many variables even just in that question that we can't just answer one way or the other. Yes and no.
Correct. I think I know who sent this one. Does Pat still not park in your driveway?
gosh. Last week I parked in the driveway because it was garbage day. This week I did not because it is not garbage day.
Yeah, I think he's parked in my driveway like one time.
Twice. Garbage days.
Yeah.
When we recorded and there was a holiday, so garbage got pushed back a day, and then I don't want to not let their garbage get picked up. That would be also inconsiderate of me.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's weird. And I have a pretty long driveway, so I don't know why he does it to himself. In the winter, cold walk. In the summer, hot walk. Weird.
I'll just park in the garage next time.
Go for it.
Just pull in.
Just move the John Deere, dude. No, that's it, man.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
I mean, I could ask like these small ones.
Let's say.
Dream job.
You're looking at it.
Here we are.
Here we are.
That's what I skipped over some of these.
I love my life.
I skipped over some of these small ones.
Do you think people believe us when we say stuff like that? Like, guys, I know that right now I might not look or sound the most energetic when we're asking these questions, but I genuinely do love what I do every day. And I think if you know me outside of the podcast, you know that I love what I do every day. But sometimes we get so into questions like that, like just that last one as an example, where we're like, well, no, you can't eat 3 pizzas a week and still make progress. What are you, nuts? And they're like, man, this is just an angry little guy talking about.
You are a little guy. You're an angry elf.
An angry elf, just talking about food all the time. But genuinely, this is what my dream is.
The reason why we get upset and passionate about certain questions is because we do love what we do.
And we care. And it's
aggravating to hear people continuously ask the same thing.
Yes. Ooh, I got a good one to follow up on this.
Okay. It gets aggravating. I want to see if any of these notifications are a new question popping up. But it's aggravating to hear some of the questions being asked when you know that a lot of the time people already know the answer, but they're just hoping for a different outcome.
Yes.
You know?
And this comes across, this happens.
It happens all the time. In person, at the gym, in emails, podcast, it happens, right? But
Rosie has mentioned to me once or twice before, as you guys know, Rosie's my significant other who you've met on the podcast.
Yeah, that's her.
She's like, oh, why do you let it bother you so much? And I was like, well, it's because I know what these people are asking for.
Yeah.
I do. If somebody asks me and tells me their aspirations or their dreams or whatever it is, right? Because that's what we work with every day. We want to know what somebody's goals are. We want to know what they're looking to achieve. We're helping them. We're helping create a path for them to get there. And why does it bother you that they do it that way? Well, because that's not the way to get to where they want to go. If you genuinely want this thing, and you tell me every day,
this is what I want. I'm
just working towards this thing. I'm just working towards this thing.
But everything you're actually doing says otherwise.
It obviously frustrates us. And that, again, we know that you guys don't ask these questions.
We shouldn't want the goal for you more than you want it for yourself.
Right. We know that when you're asking these questions, you're not asking these questions to frustrate us. You're asking these questions because you genuinely have them, and that's fine. It's I think it's when we see the actions happening that we get so passionate about it. It's because we've given the guidelines. We've explained what it takes and what you need to do to get there. And then when this is what I want, but none of the actions actually back that up, that's what then becomes, I wouldn't even call it a hassle. That's part of our job.
Yeah.
Right. But that's where you might see the
bluntness come out, or
not even the bluntness, but also the chip on the shoulder in a sense of like, why are they so angry about that question about two free meals a week? Like that was just a simple little question. And it was a simple little question.
But it's like, listen, Sarah, if you keep telling me that you want to lose more weight and you want to see results faster, why are you asking me about having another off-plan meal?
Yeah. And I think we just listened.
By the way, I threw that name out as just an example.
No, you heard it, Sarah.
I was like,
he's talking to you.
I know you have a client, Sarah. I was not talking to you.
No, he's talking to you, Sarah. You know what you're doing wrong.
You know what, Sarah? He's probably right.
I just listened to a different podcast, and they were talking about the current health and fitness and bodybuilding scene or world or whatever you want to call it, and how there's such an emphasis on such a detailed style of training or detailed style of dieting and detailed style of basically everything. And it's like, It's not that science is changing. It's not that bodybuilding is changing. It's not that the sport is changing. All of those things are staying exactly the same. It's that no one wants to do work anymore.
Correct.
And people are trying to change the game to not have to work hard to get what they want. Again, and I promise you guys, whoever asked that question, I'm not mad at you asking that question. I'm glad you asked that question so that we can give our opinion on that question. However, if somebody really came to me and said, hey, I'm really trying to be health conscious, I'm trying to make healthy choices every day, and I would relay and let them know, like, well, then that's going to take hard work. It's not easy to make healthy choices.
Nope.
It's
very easy to make bad choices.
Yes. Bad choices are everywhere. They're literally everywhere.
You have to think to make healthy choices. In today's day and age, you do not need to think to make a bad choice.
Correct. So there's such a lack of willingness to do the hard work, which, and I'll go on a tangent and say this isn't even a bodybuilding thing. This is just in general in today's day and age. They got computers that write papers now for kids, or not computers, but yeah, you know what I mean? That thing, that do that.
Artificial intelligence bullshit.
Yeah. All that stuff. I don't know how that stuff works. I sound like a super old person by saying this.
Yeah.
But it's like the willingness to not put the work in. Like, yeah, awesome. That is super cool. And like, good on you for like getting an A on a paper that you didn't have to write. Like, that is pretty impressive. But then also like when it comes to the next one or it comes to the real life and it's like, now I got to write a resume for a job. And I have no idea how to write a resume for a job because I let a computer system write all my papers for me. And then.
Well, the resume is a little different than a paper, but I get your point.
Writing down your skills and you're in a formal setting, right? Kind of comes from what we're learning in English class from grade 1 up until I know it's not the same. It's not the same exact thing, but like those are skills that you have to develop over the years in order to be good at those things, and then take them on to whatever avenue you're taking them on to. Same thing applies here. You have to put in the work to do these things. So like. You have to put in the work and try the diet, and not even just try the diet, meaning like try one of our meal plans. Just try to eat healthy. See what foods work well for you. See what foods don't work well for you. See what's PPL versus bro split. See which one works for you. Just give her a go. And I don't mean like do it for a week. And then like,
in this world,
I didn't like that. Let me do the next one.
In this world, a week is nothing.
You need to do pull legs for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then do a bro split
and
for 6 months.
follow a healthy diet for 6 months.
Maybe even a year. Figure out which foods don't sit well. Figure out which foods. And again, I'm ranting and I'm tangenting again, not out of anger, but just out of passion for what it really takes to do these things. And it's, yes, obviously, like I said already, it's a lack of hard work, but we're here to educate to make sure that you do know that it does take hard work to get to these goals. It does. Yes. Making a healthy decision sounds like such an easy task. Like I just want to Greg, I don't want to even lose weight. I just want to start being healthier. I just want to start making healthier decisions every day. That sounds like such an easy goal, right? Like, wow, how easy.
Sounds easy.
Nope. It means changing your habits when you go to the grocery store. It means changing your cooking habits. It means changing your
social life.
Your social life. It means changing your free time activities, because now your free time activities that might have been sitting in front of a TV or playing a game or drinking now are moving your body. And so like it takes time, effort, and work
and consistency.
It takes all of those things. And sometimes we get overly passionate because we know that it takes all of those things, and we've put time, effort, and consistency into being the people that we are today. And we hope that when we do these little things and we talk to the camera and we talk to each other, that point is also getting across. Not just the X's and O's, not just the nutrition 101s and like the people are like, jasmine rice is low glycemic, and like that's very important, right? And
For
that's
sure.
we want you guys to know those things, but we also want you to know that you should try these things out for yourself. It's going to take hard work to figure it out. It's going to take buying jasmine rice and trying jasmine rice and seeing if you like it. It's going to take buying white rice and trying white rice and seeing if you like it. It's going to take buying brown rice. And this whole thing is kind of an experiment for the body. And obviously we're here to guide you along the experiment. But sometimes you just got to do some work on your own.
What my friend's trying to say here is love is blind. Name it, dude.
Old school.
Dude. Nice job.
Thanks.
All right. So
anything to add now that I just did that?
I think the original question, I kind of forgot now, was do you love your job? Or what's your dream job?
I love what I do every single day. And that's
we went
why
back into the 2 free meals a week.
That's why I have so much passion towards what I do, because I absolutely love it.
Yes. And that was my point in the beginning was we love what we do, and that's why sometimes it may seem that we're upset about some of these questions or whatever, but it's not. It's the fact that we truly, truly, truly are passionate about this, and we want to help each and every individual that comes to us. So when we do hear things or repetitive things, or we're looking, or we have people who we know are really looking for that easier answer, that's when it's frustrating, because we shouldn't want this more than you guys, you know? But to answer the question myself, I truly, 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 truly couldn't see myself doing anything else. But even if you're talking dream job, I know it's not saying, can you see yourself doing anything else? I really don't think I would be more happy doing anything other than what I'm doing now. Like, could you really be happier doing something else?
Nope. I could find happiness in different things, but I don't think I could be happier doing something else.
Yeah.
I could find happiness in other things. But this is
like, to me, as weird as this may sound, the only other job that I've ever wanted, right? I've always wanted to own my own business. The only other thing that I'm like, man, like, I see them doing that, and I wish I can do that.
Yeah.
A marine biologist, dude.
Super weird of you to say that. But
I would love to just every day go swim, check out all the animals, whatever, right?
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I would like that more so as a hobby. I wouldn't like that as my job.
Yeah.
I love what I've created. I love the relationships that I build with people on an everyday basis. Yep. I love the fact that I'm in control. I love the fact that I can create my own schedule. I love the fact that I, at this point, can choose who I work with and who I don't work with.
Yep.
You know, what if I go down in the ocean, dude, and one day I'm fucking dealing with an asshole, dude? You know?
Could be. Big old whale or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Moby Dick.
I thought you were going to say something about pizza, and I was going to bring it back to
No, that's passion. That's not a job for me.
As is donuts for me. Yeah. And I could see myself. Could I also see myself owning a bakery one day? Because I love that, right? I would love to be, I know how much joy a donut would bring me. I want to be able to pass that on to others.
Yeah.
But that's a passion, and that's something that I want to keep as, I don't think if it became my sole income and it became what I did every day in my identity,
you wouldn't love it as much.
It would lose the allure. Right now, doing what I do now, even though it's such a 180 from what I do right now, I would love that as a passion, but not as a career.
Yeah. I really wouldn't be happier doing anything else. So I'm here to stay, guys. I'm not fucking leaving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Well, until the next time, guys, check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube and Apple Podcasts. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on, that's YouTube does a thumbs up, right?
Correct.
I don't know about the podcast apps. I think that there's ways to give us star reviews.
Yes,
I don't know what they do.
You can review us, you can rate us, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
But most importantly, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, ask more questions. Yeah, that's about it.
Engage with us.
Yeah.
Don't let our aggression turn you away. It's passion.
Yeah. Pat's an angry elf, so.
Yep. All right, guys. Till the next time.
Bye.